Let's be honest, buying a paddleboard online is a total gamble. You see these perfect photos, but then it shows up and feels like a cheap pool float. I wanted to see which ones actually hold up, so I bought and tested the top 5 models on the market right now. If you're looking for the best stand-up paddleboard that won't sink your weekend plans, I've got you covered.
Product number 1. Rock Inflatable Stand-Up Paddleboard. When I first pulled the Rockboard out of the bag, the military-grade PVC actually felt substantial, not that thin, plasticky stuff you see on budget boards. It's got a bit of weight to it, which I usually take as a good sign for durability. Pumping it up took me about 8 minutes, and once it hit the recommended PSI, it was rock solid. Out on the water, the first thing I noticed was the 33-inch deck. If you've ever felt like a baby giraffe trying to stand up on a surfboard, you'll appreciate this. It's incredibly stable. I took it out on a slightly choppy lake, and those extra inches of width kept me from taking an unplanned swim. The EVA foam deck pad is also really soft on the feet. My toes didn't get that pins and needles feeling after an hour of paddling. The accessory kit is decent too. The aluminum paddle is adjustable, and while it's not the lightest thing in the world, it gets the job done without flexing too much. What really stands out is that 5-year warranty. You don't see that often, and it gives me a lot of peace of mind that this thing isn't going to fall apart by next summer. If you want a reliable, do-it-all board that the whole family can use without falling over every 5 seconds, this is definitely the one I'd point you toward. It's just a solid, dependable piece of gear.
Product number 2. Funwater Ultralight Paddleboard. Moving on to the Funwater board, the first thing I noticed was how light this thing is. When they say ultralight, they aren't kidding. Carrying it from the car to the shoreline was a breeze compared to the heavier models. The sky blue design looks great in person, and the overall build feels snappy and responsive. Now, because it's so light, I was worried it might feel bouncy on the water. However, the 3-fin setup really helps with the tracking. I found it surprisingly easy to keep it in a straight line, which is usually a struggle with lighter boards. The center handle is well placed, making it easy to grab and go. I also like the bungee area at the front. I tucked my water bottle and flip-flops under there, and they didn't budge even when I hit some small wakes from passing boats. One thing to keep in mind is that while it's rated for all skill levels, its lightness makes it feel a bit more agile. It's a blast for quick afternoon sessions where you don't want to haul a massive rig. The 33-inch width still provides plenty of stability for beginners, but it feels a bit more maneuverable than the Rock. If you're someone who prioritizes portability and wants something that's easy to pack into a small trunk, the Funwater is a fantastic pick. It's a great value, especially since they throw in a 3-year warranty to back it up.
Product number 3. Nefian Inflatable Paddleboard. The Nefian board caught my eye because of the refreshing mint color, but once I got it on the water, the utility of the design was what really impressed me. This board is a bit of a Swiss Army knife. It has 11 D-rings scattered across the deck. I used them to clip on a dry bag and even tried out a kayak seat I had lying around. It's perfect if you like to bring a lot of gear with you. In terms of the ride, it feels very stable underfoot. I actually brought my dog along for a ride on this one. He's about 40 pounds and moves around a lot, but the board didn't tip or dive. The anti-slip deck has a nice grip to it, even when it gets soaked. It weighs about 19 pounds, which hits that sweet spot. Heavy enough to feel stable in the wind, but light enough that you won't throw your back out carrying it. I also appreciated the little extras they included, like the waterproof phone bag. It's a small thing, but it's one less thing you have to buy separately. The pump worked fine, and the backpack is actually large enough to fit everything back in without having to perform an engineering miracle. If you're someone who likes to go on longer tours or maybe wants to try some SUP fishing, all those D-rings make this the most versatile board of the bunch.
Product number 4. Huique 2-in-1 Paddleboard. The Huique board is the one I'd recommend if you can't decide between a paddleboard and a kayak. It actually comes with a kayak seat and a footrest in the box. I spent about half my testing time standing up and the other half sitting down, and the transition is super easy. The board itself is 10 feet long, which makes it feel very controlled and easy to turn. The build quality feels military grade, as advertised. The sidewalls are reinforced, which I appreciated when I accidentally bumped into a wooden dock. No scuffs or issues at all. The stability is great thanks to the wide base, and the EVA rubber layer on top is quite thick. It feels very secure under your feet, which is exactly what you want if you're still working on your balance. One unique feature I noticed was the serial number on the board, which is actually helpful if you need to register it for use in certain state parks or reservoirs. The full pack really is a full pack. They even give you a 5-liter dry bag and a carry strap. If you're a beginner who wants the option to sit down when your legs get tired, or if you just want the most bang for your buck in terms of included accessories, this HUIC package is hard to beat. It's a complete kit that gets you on the water with 0 extra stops at the sporting goods store.
Product number 5, Skatinger Super Wide Paddleboard. Finally, I tested the Skatinger, and man, this thing is a beast. At 35 inches wide, it's basically a floating sidewalk. If you're a bigger person, or if you want to take 2 kids or a large dog with you, this is the board you want. I felt like I could do jumping jacks on this thing without it tipping. It's noticeably wider than the other boards I tested, and you really feel that stability the second you step on. Despite the size, it's not a slog to paddle. It comes with a 10-inch US center fin that helps it track beautifully in a straight line. I took this out for a longer trip and was surprised at how much ground I could cover without fighting the board to stay on course. The 1680D backpack it comes with is also a huge upgrade over the standard bags. It's thick, durable, and actually has comfortable straps. The dual bungee system, front and back, is a dream for storage. I had a cooler on the back and a dry back on the front, and I still had plenty of room to move around. It's rated for 450 pounds, and it feels like it can actually handle it. If you're looking for a family board, or if you're into SUP yoga and need that extra wide platform, the Skatinger is the clear winner. It's big, it's stable, and feels like a premium piece of equipment.